Hey there, this is Veena from Batter Cake, the channel that's about baking and much more. A warm welcome to my channel.
At Batter Cake, we're making an amazingly delicious 6-minute eggless chocolate cake today. A one bowl, no fuss, super quick cake. Not just that, it could perhaps be the moistest chocolate cake you've ever tasted. No exaggeration. Want to make a birthday cake in a snap? Or whip up a tasty cake to gift someone? Then today's 6-minute microwave chocolate cake is a highly recommended one. Plus, I have several tips for you on making cakes in a microwave oven, so do watch the video till the end. But now, let's dive straight into making this remarkable cake right here at Batter Cake. Today's recipe is as simple as it gets. Just 5 minutes to prepare the batter and another 5 to 6 minutes to make it or cook it in the microwave oven. Yes, that's what we do. We cook the cake batter when we microwave it. And we make a cake in a microwave oven. We don't bake it. Though I admit, I too sometimes make the mistake of saying bake. Now often you'll see people using a microwave cum convection oven in the convection mode while baking a cake and calling it a microwave cake. That's nonsense. In the convection mode, your microwave cum convection oven functions like a traditional oven, where you have to set the temperature and the cake will be baked by the heating up of the air inside the oven. In the microwave mode, however, there's no question of setting any temperature. The cake batter will get cooked by the microwave energy generated. You just have to select the power level of the microwave energy. And yes, when you make a cake using the microwave function, like we'll be doing in today's recipe, you can only use cake molds made of microwave-safe materials like glass, silicone, or microwave-compatible plastic. You cannot use metal pans. Having clarified that, now let's get started with making an amazingly soft, moist, and delicious microwave chocolate cake. We'll start by preparing our cake mold. This is a 7-inch microwave-safe plastic mold. I've greased the sides and bottom and lined the bottom with parchment paper. You could also use a glass pan or even a bowl like this one. Only make sure that you don't fill more than half the capacity of the mold with the cake batter. This is my first tip for making a cake in a microwave oven. Okay. Next, we'll sift and mix our dry ingredients. Let's sift 1 cup of maida or all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Let's also sift the cocoa powder, as it has the tendency to form lumps. This is a 1/4 cup plus 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. To this mix, let's also add 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar that I have powdered. Measure the sugar and then powder it, okay? Let's mix all of this well. Now let's get all our wet ingredients together. To this mixing bowl, let's transfer 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of warm water, 1/2 cup of warm milk, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, and a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of oil. Use any cooking oil without a strong odor. Let's whisk all of this. And then mix in the dry ingredients a little at a time, making sure we have a lump-free batter. The warm milk and water we've added makes the cocoa powder bloom and release its full flavor. Finally, let's mix in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That done, let's pour the batter into our prepared mold. Notice how the batter is thinner as compared to the cake batters prepared for traditional baking. And that's my second tip. This is a pouring consistency batter. It shouldn't have a thicker dropping consistency. Now the time taken for the cake to cook will mainly depend on the wattage of your microwave oven. In my 1000 watt microwave oven, it could take around 5 to 6 minutes on full power. But on the whole, for this quantity of batter, the cooking time could vary from 4 to 8 minutes. I'll now move the cake to my microwave oven. I'll set the power to high. That's the same as full power or 100% power. And I'll set the timer for 4 minutes to check the doneness at that time. Now, when making a cake using the microwave function, after around half the expected cooking time, you can open the oven door as often as you need to without worrying about the cake sinking dramatically. And that's my next tip. Another thing, in the microwave mode, your cakes will rarely have a level surface and could develop small craters or bumps here and there on the top. But if your ingredient proportions are right, you'll have a tasty cake. Okay, let's check our cake after 4 minutes. It feels slightly shaky and wet in the center. Let's cook it for 1 minute more. The center still feels wet, but only slightly. Now I'll increase the time by only 30 seconds. The cake will be done when it's firm and dry on the top and a skewer inserted into it comes out clean. The skewer is only slightly wet. So let's cook the cake for just 30 seconds more. I'm sure it will be done by then. Let's now check the cake for doneness. Note how the cake has already pulled away from the sides and is soft and spongy and dry on the top. I'll keep the cake covered as it cools to prevent it from drying out. After it's almost cooled to room temperature, you could level the top of the cake with a sharp knife, or else just upturn it and use the lower, smoother surface as the top, like I'll be doing. While the cake is cooling, let's prepare some chocolate ganache for topping it. To 3 tablespoons of fresh milk cream, I'll add half a cup of chopped dark chocolate. The chocolate cake will be moist and tasty as it is, but the ganache will make it even tastier. Let's microwave this. After microwaving the mix for 30 seconds on full power, the chocolate has almost melted completely. Let's whisk this for 2 to 3 minutes. And then add in 1 teaspoon of butter. Let's whisk the ganache again till it's smooth and glossy. Our cake is only slightly warm now, so I'll upturn it on a plate. The butter paper is still stuck to the bottom of the mold. Now let's carefully pour the ganache we prepared over the top of the cake. And then add some colorful sprinkles all around, along the edge, and a few in the center. Like this. So pretty, isn't it? Now let's cut a slice. Wow! Our cake has cooked perfectly. And it's moist and delicious too. In other words, it's a winner. Follow my recipe exactly and you'll have a winner in your own kitchen too, I promise you. Do give it a shot. And do subscribe for more recipes like this. Until we meet again, happy cooking!